In my previous video, I had shared with you some of the possible techniques and strategies that startups could use to attract and recruit the right salespeople with relevant experience. In this video, I'm going to be talking to salespeople on why they should consider joining a startup. What is the value that they can get from the experience? I'm sure some of you may have come across some offer from a startup. Some of you may have given it a thought. Others may not have for whatever reasons. But I sincerely believe, since I have worked with startups for the last almost 20 years, I do believe that startups have a great experience to offer. Working for a startup, the experience could be of immense value for you in your career. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing some of the experience that you could get or expect from working with a startup. To begin with, quick recognition. Sales is a critical function for a startup because the startup focuses on growth. So as a salesperson, every contribution of yours would make a difference. Every dollar that you bring in, every customer that you meet with that you bring to the table would all stand out. Every achievement of yours would stand out, would be recognized, and would be rewarded. Being a small organization, such achievements would be recognized at the highest level, at the leadership level. So whatever you do would gain quick rewards, quick recognition, which is what we are all working for. Now, if you were to do the same thing in a large enterprise, that may be a little difficult because you are just one more cog in the wheel. The team sizes are very large. Everyone is looking for the same kind of recognition. Accessibility to the top management or leadership level accessibility is very, very difficult. So in a startup, everything that you do, everything that you achieve would get recognized very quickly at the highest level. Accelerated growth. Since the startup is oriented towards growth, growth means more opportunities. There would be changes to the organizational structure, new opportunities, new roles, new responsibilities would be thrown up. Now, being a person who is a high achiever, recognized by the leadership team, who else but you to be chosen for one of those opportunities? So in a startup, the chances of you reaching faster towards your career goals are far higher than with a large enterprise where for those few positions there will be far more eligible people vying for the same job. You will have a voice. The real fun of working for a startup is its informality. It's your accessibility to top leadership, the CEO, and their willingness to listen to you. If you have an idea, if you have an opinion, being a salesperson, since you will be meeting a lot of customers and prospects and getting their feedback, their expectations, you will probably have a lot to share. And rest assured that in a startup, there will be someone to listen to you at the highest levels. That should give you as a salesperson, any person for that matter, a sense of achievement. It should give you a great feeling that you are now actually making a difference to the organization, that what you have to share, what you have to add is actually given value. So in a startup, your voice will be heard, your ideas could actually go on to get implemented, in which case you could possibly feel that you have been a part of that, a critical part of the growth process. You will learn to multitask. Coming from an environment, possibly in your previous job or in your current job, wherever you are, a lot of your sales activities are performed by other groups, other functions, other people. Things like lead generation, pre-sales activities like proposal preparation or POC development, post-sales, customer onboarding, your creating an implementation plan, getting everyone onto the same page on that one. All this is being done by everyone else because you're expected to only do the last mile, which is go there and convert that interest into invoice. Now, in a startup, at the early stage, especially at the early stage, it could so be that you end up doing all of this yourself. And this is something that you should be open to, because this experience that you will get in customer acquisition activities, right from lead generation to closure and post-sales activities, is an experience that you can carry forward in your career, that you can take forward and use it to guide, mentor, and train other people whom you would probably manage going forward. Now, that is the kind of experience possibly a future employer would find highly valuable, because then you can become a group head, the head of a complete customer acquisition or sales team. Now, this is something that you cannot get in a large enterprise. Last but not the least, rewards. Growth being the driving force of a startup, focus will always be on customer acquisition. So whatever you do, whatever business that you get in, will all contribute towards that growth in terms of market share and revenues. Startups are more than willing to share a large or a significant part of their margins with you to ensure that you are constantly and consistently motivated to have a good pipeline, have a good set of hot prospects, continuously keep getting customers, more predictability into the kind of sales that you bring in on a monthly basis, on month, quarter on quarter. So they are willing to share that margin with you, and in short duration. That means they are more than willing to pay you every quarter. So you get to see your money post performance. If you have achieved your target, you have accrued some incentives. Those incentives would be reality in a very, very definite time frame, in a very finite time frame that the startup would commit to pay you. Now, that is something that you don't get in most other places. So these are all the set of things that you can get to experience and learn from in a startup that could add value in your career. So the next time you come across an opportunity with a startup, give it a thought. Better still, give it a go. You never know. It could be that big opportunity that we are all waiting for. Even startups can use some of the reasons that I've mentioned in this video to be able to convince good sales candidates to look at their organization as a possible career option. Until my next video, take it easy and wish you all the very best.